Hello. How are you? We're not starting quite as late as yesterday. I mean, I feel like still a little bit messed up on the sleep schedule. I'm about as good as can hope for, though. I did get some sleep and able, I don't know, it's almost Friday, so we're almost at a point where we can kind of reset for good. But yeah, today was pretty good. I don't know, work was busy. Got a lot done though. I have a couple things that are super close to wrapping up, which is really nice. It's always a good feeling.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad.
Nice. Have you been going pretty hard?
Yeah, I'm almost 50.
Nice. So, still, I don't know. I heard things get thrown at you pretty quickly once you finish the siege thing. Oh. Give me 1 minute.
I'll tell you what, in the later stage of the game, like once you hit like 40, the game significantly slows down.
Really? In what way?
Just like the overall pacing of questing and everything. Like, it feels a lot more grindy, to be honest with you. Like, it's kind of weird because, like, after we did that dungeon,
Yep.
when we stopped that night, that was the Mirai dungeon, right? Where we stopped at, or was that another one?
I think it was the Mirai one.
Like, that's been by far the best dungeon in the entire game. I'm not saying the rest are bad, it's just like, in my opinion, they kind of peaked on that one.
Okay.
Others have been awesome. Have been pretty cool too. But like, after that,
Okay.
you hit like 30, the story significantly picks
Sorry,
up
I'm
and
working on
becomes like super interesting. And then all of a sudden, like from 30.
Okay, that's fine. Was Artie meowing? I didn't hear him. I missed it. Sorry, I am juggling a few things. Discord is not cooperating. Okay. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna be doing MSQ on Bard for a while. Try to catch up to everyone. I did fall pretty far behind. I think they're like in the 40s, but that's okay. I think I crashed Discord. Computer, please. Whoops. Okay. Alright, I think... Hello? 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 Sorry. I crashed my Discord. My computer can't handle all the things I'm writing. Yeah, I think I disconnected when you're pretty much at the beginning, honestly, right after you're talking about the dungeon we did.
Gotcha. So like, yeah, I'm not saying like the rest of the dungeons are bad or anything. But honestly, a lot of them are really good. But it's like from 25 to 30 is just kind of typically what we're doing. From 30 to 40, like, the story just explodes and becomes fucking amazing out of nowhere.
Okay.
Like, you get, like, 3 back-to-back major cutscenes where it, like, just instantly makes you interested in the story.
That's exciting.
And then, all of a sudden, like, once you hit story, once you hit 40, the story completely halts. And, like... questing becomes so slow.
Huh.
It's almost unbearable.
That's really strange.
Like, it's taken me from 40 to 44 probably as long as it's taken me from 30 to 40.
Wow. That is super odd.
Somewhere along the line, the pacing just died.
I really wonder what happened there.
Kinda comical, actually.
Hopefully it picks back up again. Oh, I keep forgetting I have push to talk on, sorry. Hopefully it picks back up again. But yeah, that's super weird.
I mean, I'm not discouraged by it because I'm really not playing the game for the story, right?
Sure.
So like, if anything, like this lull that I'm in is kind of pushing me harder to get to end game.
Okay.
But yeah, it was so weird because like I wasn't paying too much attention to the story, but like I skimmed and from the cutscenes I've seen, like I knew enough of the story to be like, okay, this is happening. That's cool, right?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, click, you get like 4 cutscenes in like the 30 to 40 range, some awesome dungeons, and it's phenomenal. And then all of a sudden, like, it just disappears out of nowhere. Just like, what's happening right now?
Crap. Yeah.
Quite funny.
Curious to see what happens from here. Yeah, I tried playing around with the controller a little bit, and
How'd that go?
I think it has some potential. It does have some features that seem really nice, so yeah, I think it's worth trying if you have one set up, or yeah, if you're just feeling kind of lazy. I think some classes are going to be a lot better with controller than others. Like ground targeting is obviously the most challenging part of it. So if you don't have any like ground targeted abilities, I feel like it probably works really well.
So the simpler classes, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I want to use controller as a last resort just because I've got a really nice keyboard and mouse, and that's why I play on PC to begin with.
Right.
But yeah, if I can't find a keybind setup that I like for this game, then yeah, I think I'll probably switch and try it sooner rather than later.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm curious if the Steam Deck will run this game at all. I don't know how the specs compare to like the minimum needed specs.
I mean, people were running Cyberpunk on that thing, weren't they? Like, granted, it like very minimal, but
Right. I think so.
or like their big push was that they could run The Witcher 2 on it.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, if you can run The Witcher 2 on that thing, I think you can run just about anything.
You would think. But like,
'Cause that's one of the more graphically high demanding games to come out in the past, I don't know how long.
yeah.
Have you gotten a shipping notification for yours yet?
Not yet. I looks like mine's going to be in like the second big wave that goes out, because the estimated date is not February, even though I know they have a wave going out in February.
Nice.
So I have to wait a little bit. Yeah. I wish I knew what my computer was doing. It is really struggling.
Yeah, the more and more I play indie games here recently, the more and more a Steam Deck is just starting to look fantastic to purchase.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens when people actually get their hands on them. I feel like it could go either way.
I mean, I think it's, I don't know if it's going to be there for, what am I trying to say here? I don't think it's going to be the handheld system for AAA titles that people want it to be.
Yeah.
At least not yet. I think it'll do better than the Switch did, to be honest with you, in that regard. But where the Switch shined is where I think the Steam Deck's going to shine, but probably 10 times greater. And like that thing is just going to be a phenomenal like indie game cart. I got like super addicted to Vampire Survivor, and like that alone almost made me buy a Steam Deck. Just to play that anywhere I went.
Yeah.
It's like the best $3 I've ever spent in my life.
That is the probably most value for dollar game this year.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone is playing it. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe I can actually play this time. Although, I was actually pretty impressed with the Nintendo Direct. Or at least there's a lot of things there that I was excited about. I know there are a couple things people... Yeah, I know there are a couple big ones that people were hoping for updates on that they didn't get, but neither of them were... I don't know. I like the stuff that we did get. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it, but I did see some highlights. Getting a new Mario Strikers. All the people bitching about no new Mario Kart. That Mario Kart update seemed ridiculous, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the DLC approach. Like, that's a lot of new tracks. Like,
yeah, what is it, like 48 or something like
yeah.
that? Like, that's more than the base game.
Yeah, like, yeah, that's so much content. And people are like, oh, just more DLC money farming. I'm like, do you really need a new game? Like, 8 works perfectly fine. Like,
yeah, well, like, through DLC, how many characters have they added to that game?
A ton.
How many maps are they adding to that game? If you get a brand new game at this point, it's gonna be less than what you got now.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, they've been building on all their games for so long, like Smash, all them, that, yeah, like, a new game is you're going to lose stuff, and, like, there's not anything the game's really missing that you need a new game for, like, new features and stuff.
Right? I mean, it's already got online play. What's a new Mario Kart gonna add? Maybe a new gimmick like Double Dash or something of that nature?
Yeah.
And then tracks. So basically all you're missing from a brand new title is a new gimmick, since they just gave you 48 tracks.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just like the MMO player in me. Like, I've been playing WoW. It's been the same game for 15 years. I'm like, yeah, keep using the stuff you've already done and just keep giving me more stuff. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Especially a new game would have cost you $60.
Yeah.
Here's 48 tracks, which is more than you'd get in a base game for $25, I think is what I saw the price on that.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't see how people are bitching about that, but the internet will be
Yep.
the internet.
Yep, whatever you do, was the wrong thing. But yeah, I'm really excited for the Fire Emblem Three Houses Warriors game. I really like the original Fire Emblem Warriors. It's not the type of game that, like, get really into and play a ton, but it is just some mindless hack and slash fun with a lot of characters that I enjoy.
Right.
And it seems like it may give us like a golden route, which I think is really smart, because there wasn't an original route that was like everyone coming together to fight a common enemy, which made sense for the story, but if you're ever going to do it, that's probably the way to do it.
They've got to be working on a sequel to that game, right? Because that game just printed money for them, didn't it?
Yeah.
Houses.
Yeah. And they did, I forget if they did 2 DLC expansions or just one. Because I think they had one that was like included with the base game but came after. But then they had the second DLC. But yeah, it sold really well. And I mean, it was a great game. I loved every second of it.
Because that game, a lot of people thought it, because there's never been a bad Fire Emblem game, right? It's just never been like a premier seller for Nintendo.
Yeah, it was.
And I think that was just kind of the first Fire Emblem game that just like destroyed the charts, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was mostly seen as only really successful in Japan up until Awakening. And was it Awakening? Shoot, I'm getting my names mixed up. But yeah, I think that was like, the series was kind of dying. It was kind of like their Final Fantasy. It was like, this is the last one we're making. We're going to throw everything we have at it and see what happens. And then that one managed to get a ton of success here in the West. And yeah, that opened up to Fates and then Three Houses. And yeah, each one just got more and more popular. But Three Houses also the first one on like a main console, because Awakening and Fates were one of the Game Boy versions. I forget which one. I think it's 3DS or something. And yeah, it just worked perfectly on the Switch and sold like crazy.
Man, that's amazing what Nintendo does when they take one of their handheld flagships and actually does a true console port. Looking at you, Pokemon.
I mean, I feel like Arceus was an attempt at that. They kind of threw in Sword and Shield, unfortunately, but
I've got a lot of beef with that game.
Oh, it wasn't good enough.
I mean, you can go through that entire game and not battle once.
Oh.
Like, you basically go around and it's basically Pokemon Go on the console.
Did I just crash? What just happened?
Like, there's no competitive aspect, there's no online ranked play, there's nothing. Like, I don't know. It's not as open world as people make it out to be. It's actually pretty linear.
Yeah.
It runs like shit. And I'm really sick of them, because they did this with Sword and Shield too, and I hated it as soon as that first gameplay video was revealed. Stop using your fucking... I don't care if it takes 5 years for the next Pokemon game to come out. I really don't. But remodel your fucking Pokemon. Do true 1080p resolution Pokemon instead of upscaling your 480p 3DS bullshit. Also, we're in fucking 2022. Voice actors are a dime a dozen nowadays. And you know what? Make Pokemon sound like they sound in the anime rather than giving them their bullshit 3DS screeches. Like, that's my problem with all of the Pokemon games for the Switch, is I don't feel like they're actual console games, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like they are 3DS ports. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ran over.
Yeah. I mean, for the single most successful IP, or yeah, whatever it is, the most profitable IP that's ever existed in the world, I feel like they don't take care of it like it's that. They could spend $1 billion on a game and still find a way to turn it to a profit if they did it correctly.
The thing that pisses me off most about all that is they are charging $60 for that game.
Yep.
Like, the character animation models are literally just upscaled 480p from the 3DS. Like, it's even the same clothes as the 3DS ones.
Right.
And it's the same with the Pokemon models, and it's the same with their sound effects. Like, there's
Right.
dozens of videos on this shit about how they've taken shortcuts on YouTube.
I'm reloading. Yeah.
Just, and then they have the decency to go out and charge $60 for it. And then they're still making 2 different games for the main series entries, like Brilliant Diamond, Brilliant Pearl, Sword and Shield.
Yeah, that really... that should have been gone a long time ago.
It bothers me. Like, that's almost like Blizzard level scam bullshit.
Yeah.
From like Warcraft 3 Reforged, in my opinion. And like, once you take your blinders off and stop looking at it as like a nostalgic, you know, trip from your past, like, you start seeing the shit and then you just start getting pissed, and then you just can't unsee it, and it sucks.
Yep, I know what you mean. I would rather get games like Arceus, at least, where they try something new. Like, I don't need a 9th, 10th, and 11th generation of the exact same thing with just 100 new Pokemon. But, yeah, it is frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even mind having old Pokemon. I do hate, however, that they're revamping new Pokemon, or old Pokemon into new ones.
Right.
That kind of bothers me, because like the new Arceus and Arcanine just look like shit.
Oh.
In my opinion. Not Arceus, Growlithe and Arcanine look horrible in my opinion.
Are they just a recolor, or did they like
no, it's
really change the design?
They did the region specific Growlithe and Arcanine. They look terrible.
Oh.
What is it? And they must have thought it was awesome because, like, they really fucking premiered Arcanine.
Okay. Lost Ark takes so long to start. I'm sorry. I had everything set up. I don't know.
I can't find one of Arcanine, but I posted one of Growlithe in general. Like, it looks just terrible. Like, I understand the theme they're trying to go for is like, you know, ancient Japan. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's fair.
But yeah, you can't tell me they don't make enough money to where they can take like the next 5 years to like remodel, let's say 300 Pokemon, make them 1080p versions, maybe give them a little bit of hair so they don't just look like just like walking blankets because they're so smooth.
Right.
And then yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me that you make that much money on that franchise and you put zero money into it.
Yep.
And then you look at something like Fire Emblem, where I didn't play Three Houses. Like, that game came out about the time Gray was born. And I knew, like, I was not going to be able to play that game. But, like, you take a game franchise where typically, like, the handheld versions of those games lasted 20 hours, right? something like that.
Yeah. I think it varied, but I think that's, yeah, a pretty good number.
Yeah, like 15 to 20 hours, and that's great for a handheld.
Yeah.
And then Three Houses comes out, and that game seemingly had like 500 hours worth of content out of the box.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you had the 3 storylines that were completely different playthroughs in themselves.
Yeah.
Of like 100 hours each.
Yes. Yeah, 4 storylines actually. Which,
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's like, that to me is a true upgrade. Like, that is how you make the leap from handheld to home console.
Yeah.
Did they show anything on Legend of Zelda?
Nope, that was one of the big ones that they didn't do anything on. That was probably the biggest people were looking for and didn't get.
I've got to assume that when we finally get information on the game, it's going to be a 40-minute direct by itself.
Yeah.
The Pokemon ones.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do a teaser. I think that, yeah, they'll do a pretty deep dive. That's my guess.
Because we haven't gotten information on that game since pre-pandemic, have we?
I don't think so.
I think we got a teaser not too long ago, but it wasn't anything massive.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any substantial updates. Like, I get that mixed up with the, shoot, what was... They had a second Hyrule Warriors based on Breath of the Wild, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep thinking that was like a Breath of the Wild 2 update, but that wasn't. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, like, the Kirby game looks really interesting. I'm not gonna play it, but is definitely interesting. Doing some potentially really fun stuff there.
They didn't have anything on that new and Will Up game, did they?
No, I didn't see anything on that. They showed quite a few remasters, which that was the biggest complaint I've been seeing online, is pretty much everything they announced was DLC or remaster outside of the Kirby and Fire Emblem game. I guess Mario Strikers as well. But there's Chrono Cross, the pseudo Chrono Trigger sequel.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, there was... Oh, shoot. What's the game that's like the Octopath Traveler sequel, or made by the same company? I don't know if they're in the same storyline, but they were showing that one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. It's like in... I don't remember. But yeah, like, that one looked interesting.
The game's actually free on Game Pass.
Nice. Advance Wars Reboot got a release date. I'm super excited for that one.
Nice. When's that coming out?
April 8th. So...
Kind of figured it had to be soonish.
Yep. I mean, yeah, it was supposed to be out December of last year, so it should have been out 2 months already, but I'm fine with when they put it. It does look really nice. Like, there's a lot of animations, the art is a little more stylized but modern in a what I think is a good way. They added voice acting for a lot of the lines, which I think is going to be a really nice change. So it seems like a really good remaster, to be honest.
Nice.
Triangle Strategy. That's it. That was the one I was thinking of.
Octopath Traveler.
Yep. And then they also had the big reveal at the end, which was Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which I haven't watched that trailer yet either, so I'll have to watch that one at some point.
Xenoblade that popular?
I don't know. I couldn't get into the second one. I think it's a lot more successful in Japan. Like, I think it is at this point one of their almost flagship series, but I don't feel like it's landed in the West. It's very traditional JRPG. I think it does it really well, but yeah.
It seems like Prince Narayan is deeply heartbroken.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's gotta be super popular. Hell, I feel like half the Smash roster is Xenoblade characters now.
Yeah, it's Xenoblade characters in Smash is like Fire Emblem characters used to be in Smash. People are like, who is this? What is this game? Song of Valor.
I'll be curious to see if Sakurai makes another Smash.
We have much to do.
Yeah. To some extent, it is kind of a matter of when. Well, I guess maybe not with Sakurai at the head. I feel like at some point there will be a new Smash because there'll be a new console, but I can't see them doing anything on the Switch, to be honest.
Yeah, I definitely think there'll be a new Smash. Like, that game just makes them too much money. And it's smart that they're, like, making each Smash last the life of a console, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do DLC and stuff, I think, yeah, designing it in a way that will actually last and be enjoyable for the entire life of a console is the best way to do it.
Yeah, I guess I'm curious, just, is Sakurai gonna helmet? Because if he doesn't, I'll be curious to see how many third-party characters they get back in the game. Because I know his personal relationship is the reason a lot of those characters made it in.
Right.
Not to mention, where the hell do you go from that game?
Yeah, that's the big
That
question.
game already has like 96 characters or some bullshit in it.
Yep.
Like 200 stages, over 1 million music tracks. Like,
yeah. Even just, like, if you're gonna, like, that's so much to even try to start with. Like, if you start there and build off that, like, that's so ambitious. But yeah, if you take stuff away, how do you make it seem like it's not a regression?
I almost feel like you have to go in a completely different direction.
Right.
But then that would, like, piss Smash fans off.
Yeah.
It's like, if it's no longer a 3D platform fighter, then, like, what is it?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's not Smash at that point.
Yeah.
At least that's how everyone will see it. I feel like that's going to be a struggle for a lot of games going forward. Like, so many franchises have switched to some sort of live service model or DLC model. And yeah, the game gets so big. It's like, eventually you have to make a new game, and I don't know that anyone's really crossed that bridge of what does that look like.
Yeah. Hell, even League of Legends, when they did their like pre-season 12, like this is what's coming video, like they finally announced, or they finally acknowledged League of Legends 2. Like they said it's not in their mind, it's not in their head. Like it is the first time they've ever acknowledged that League of Legends 2 does or does not exist.
Okay.
And so it's like, yeah, so like where do you go from there? Because if you do make a League of Legends 2, do you just abandon the 90-some characters you have?
Yeah, like you're gonna upset a lot of people if you get rid of any significant portion of it.
The thousands of dollars people have just poured into their accounts.
That too. You solve it with NFTs.
There you go. Use an NFT of the character you've got most play time with on your account.
Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, I feel like that's what some of these companies are going to try to do with stuff like that. It makes me sad, but
what I find funny about this whole NFT bullshit is how no gamer wants it.
yeah.
And yet all these companies are coming out one by one announcing that they're putting NFTs in their game and then slowly retracting after they get a shitstorm on Twitter about putting NFTs in their game.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you think that they would look at the first company that did that and be like, okay, maybe we shouldn't do this?
You would think. Man, I would love to sit in on some of those discussions at bigger companies and actually understand what they think the benefit and motivation is there, besides we can take a cut of the sales. What? Okay, I think we go down here. I've not seen an elevator in this game before.
Kills me.
Thrown off. Same.
Didn't surprise me at all when EA came out and said, yeah, we love NFTs. Like, no shit, EA.
Yeah.
No shit.
I mean, at this point, anyone who hasn't said they explicitly like it is about as good as you get. I feel like almost every company has been like, we're looking at them, or we have plans for them. Which is just mind-boggling to me. But yeah, I mean, EA is definitely the first one I would guess to throw them in somewhere. Oh man, dude. I did try War Dancer. I really enjoy it.
Nice.
I also tried Paladin a little bit, which is one of the reasons I'm so far behind on this character. But yeah, I don't know. I saw online that like a lot of videos recommending not picking your main until like level 50, so I think it'll be nice to have those options there.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, is my list is quickly growing from like the 2 characters that I wanted to play to be like 5 or 6 characters now.
Right.
But I figured I just want to get at least 1 character to 50, so I know what the end game's like, and then
Yeah.
I'll kind of know what I'm looking for when I'm leveling a character.
That makes sense.
So what did the Metric Monastery say?
If that works or not, shit, I don't know, to be honest with you. But
I am the village chief Barchan.
yeah, I've grouped with a paladin a couple times. They seem ridiculous in the late game. Like, I've just got a shield on me that just never pops.
Dude, I have started to get some Bard support abilities, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I think support's one of those classes where you're definitely not gonna know if you're gonna like it or not until 15.
Yeah. And
Which
yeah, like
makes sense because like even hard dungeons are easy to do and finish, right? Like we've done all of our dungeons on hard.
right.
So like it would make sense that you would just give them the tools they need to level, and then give them the tools they need to support when the actual end game happens. So makes sense.
Yeah. And yeah, it's like I can't really, I don't know. So I had to make a second build because my solo abilities are completely different from what I'd use like in a dungeon. So
Right.
it's not like I can even get a somewhat of a feel for it until I'm actually in dungeons. And like there's a decent number of them, but you're still playing solo most of the time. Yeah, I'm hoping to get Stronghold today at least. But yeah, I was surprised at how good Paladin felt to me.
Did it feel pretty good?
Yeah, I really liked it. Like, just like the abilities felt nice. They did have some support abilities pretty much right away, so kind of right out of the gate, I felt like I was, yeah, like actually able to heal and provide some shields, which were nice.
Nice. Yeah, I saw some videos of people playing Lancer, and I can't wait till that class is added to the game.
Have you looked at a lot of the classes we haven't gotten so
Not
far?
a lot of them, though. I just
Okay.
happened to come across a Lancer video on TikTok,
Okay.
and it looked absurd.
I think you might really like Reaper if you haven't looked at that one yet. That could be fun to look at. Because it's not... It's basically closer to traditional Rogue.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if they'll change the name when they bring it over to something like that, but it's not like Reaper as like Final Fantasy Reaper. It's, yeah, more... I think they're like one of the only classes that have a proper stealth.
You've done a great job. This village
But yeah, that one
forces with us.
definitely caught my eye.
Fortunately,
But
none of them are in any shape to march with.
have you seen Artist yet?
I've not. I've heard it's kind of insane.
Yeah, that's the one I'm most excited for, and might end up like that could make me change my main. we'll see. Like I'd have to get my hands on it and play it, obviously, because yeah. But just the idea of it is incredible. Yeah, you just have a giant paintbrush that you're just whacking stuff with, and it's the third support class, so it's also support.
So you basically become Sai from Naruto.
Basically.
I'm down.
Yeah, I've never seen... But yeah, you're just like painting pictures on the ground as like your AoEs, and yeah, it just seems so absurd. And I've never seen anything like that.
Sai from Naruto.
Yep.
I'm down for it. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, it's just, I think, the most original class I've seen in MMO in a long time.
Not that I'm complaining because we've got a shit ton of content. I'm not complaining at all. I'm just kind of asking a rhetorical question because I doubt there's even an answer. But I wonder how fast we'll get a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I think that's a big question right now. Because that
Because, like,
could...
again, we don't get it for like 6 months from now. Nobody can sit here and argue that we don't have enough content in this game.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not sitting here saying I want new classes, but like, I'm curious, like, what their roadmap is, because I don't think they've released one as far as I've seen.
I haven't seen one. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be, like, are we going to catch up so that we're getting the same stuff as Korea? Are we always going to be behind? How, like, I think answering those questions is going to be super important to how many people stay in the game long term.
Yeah. I guess what I'm asking is like, are they going to WoW Classic this, where, like, they accelerate everything from Classic WoW by, like, months?
Right.
Or are they gonna like do a traditional like launch? Like, okay, you're gonna have the base game for 6 months. Here's major patch 1.1, etc.
Yeah. I think
I have to assume with how much money Amazon's dumping into this and how much money it's making them, that they're probably going to want to keep people happy.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're trying to get out stuff as much as they can, as quickly as they can. At least that's what I kind of got the impression, but yeah, I don't know. So I expect it to be accelerated, but I don't know by how much, I guess is my guess.
Failed to protect my own throne. It's not completely wrong.
But yeah, we're also not, like, we don't have a version of the game that ever, like, existed in Korea. So,
Right.
yeah, I think the WoW Classic analogy is good. I hadn't really thought about that before, but yeah, it is also slightly different because of that. Because, like, Summoner, I think, was, like, one of the base jobs, and they just took it out for a reason that we don't really know. I mean, we know why they added Sorcerer or whatever they call it, because it was more popular, but still. Don't know why they took out the other one instead of just adding all three.
Right.
Have you been doing any profession stuff yet? Like, is that worth
No,
doing?
I've been collecting like crazy.
Okay.
I haven't really gotten too big into crafting, but like every time I see something on the ground, I collect it.
Okay. Wasn't sure if that was worth doing or not. I've been getting most things, but I haven't been, like, going out of my way to get anything.
Yeah, I think it gives you a solid amount of XP.
Okay. Do you know how far along the other two people that are on the server are? Or have you talked to them yet?
Yeah, they're not very far at all.
Okay. Well,
Or at least one of them I know is not very far at all. I think his highest level is like a level 20.
okay. I mean,
Speaking of, I don't know what you were wanting to do about the guild situation. If you just wanted to go ahead and make one, and we'll open it up to like people that just want to join if they find us on the guild sheet.
Sure.
Or if you wanted to join one, I really don't care either way.
Okay, yeah, I don't really either. Did you... I guess I still don't know what the benefits are to joining a guild, like if it's worth trying to find a really active one.
I haven't. I've had time to look it up, I've just rather been playing.
Good point. That's fair.
Once I'm done with this dungeon,
Okay.
I'll look them up because I want to go get a drink anyway.
Okay, I mean, yeah, no rush. Because there's not 24 man raids yet, right? And
I honestly
this,
don't know.
okay, I
haven't
think
looked
8
too
is the
far.
max right now. I haven't watched, I've been trying to not spoil myself too much on the end game, but I think that came up in one of the streams that I was watching, is that with the content we have, the max is 8, and then the next like thing goes up to 16, and then it's 24 after that. So because like if there aren't big raids, I'd probably lean towards making our own rather than joining like a big guild, especially unless there are really good benefits for it.
Yeah, like if you look at the guild recruitment section, like we can put on there like a little blurb, like we're a guild that's going to be focusing on end-game PvE, we'll probably dabble in PvP, you know, something like that. Like we can definitely put a blurb up there.
Okay.
That's a descriptor.
Because yeah, I don't know, the way I think about it is just if I'm not actually going to be playing with people in the guild, I'd rather just have a chat with people that I know.
Right.
If that's mostly what a guild's going to be, but yeah, like I said, I don't actually have a good understanding of what endgame looks like right now to know how true that is.
Yeah, I'm assuming because guild rosters as of right now are super small.
Okay, interesting.
Like I think they're capped at 30 right now. So I think before we get the 24-man raids, like they're gonna have to expand that.
Yeah, I would guess that's probably one of the updates we don't have yet. Because yeah, that seems way too small for that size content.
Or that might be one of the perks you unlock as you level your guild, I don't know.
Oh, maybe. That'd be interesting.
I actually think WoW had a perk like that.
That would not surprise me at all. Whew, that was close. Oh, did I kill them? I was waiting for them to finish coming to me. Like nobody made it through. Oh, I keep thinking that I have the pushback one. And instead I switched it to like the shotgun thing. Keep misusing it.
I just want to get to end game and get my engravings.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun to finally get.
I want my permanent rage.
That seems pretty crazy.
Yeah, 100% uptime, permanent rage. Wants it.
That was a bit of a challenge.
I gotta get a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Prince Irene, why did you help us? Is this some ploy to get us to follow you?
No, I only did what I thought was right. As do you.
Alright. I actually think I'm gonna grab a drink as well, now that we are out of that dungeon. But it should only be 30 seconds, so I will be right back.